I'll take risks that most people never would. Gets me in trouble though. I don't really care. Some kind of ritual that helps you get your fears on. It's that fierce that gets pushed down. Figure out a ritual. Working out. Fierce. What's up, biatch? I was working out, but you know what? That can wait, dude. What the time is it? You're just getting out of bed. What time is it? Oh, you know what? It's summer, you're partying, you're young, you can do whatever the you want to do. No, she doesn't want to talk to me, dude. No, she asked me not to ever contact her again. Yeah, she was just in a place of being very bitter and very angry. And I bounced back from the relationship so fast. Like her mind is keeping her a prisoner, dude. I mean, you and I understand the power of the mind, right? She can feel justified feeling the way that she's feeling all day long. She can feel justified. It's not doing her any favors. It's not moving her forward. It's not helping her to become strong. It's not helping her to learn the lessons she needed to learn. You stay in a place of anger, God, you're just like paralyzed. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. One of the planets is Lilith. Now Lilith isn't even a planet. Lilith is a shadow of the moon, and they call it the dark moon. Well, did you know the three of us, Sydney, you and me, have our Liliths in Aries? When you think about Aries, they're known for their athleticism. So they like sex that's very, like they can just hang. And Aries would be the first to do pornography. I mean, they're just willing to do some things. Hi. Come here. Say hello to Swister. Hi, what are you doing?
Oh my gosh, really? I'm so excited. I'm so excited. We're going to see each other so soon. You did not. Oh my God. That's so exciting. Yes, we should.
I love you.
Love you. Bye.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Oh my God. It was weird. So we went to this like cemetery. It's like a drive-in, but you just go and you bring your blankets and all your you know? You just hang out and you watch this movie that's being projected onto this big wall. It's like, what do they call it? A vault where they keep bodies. Really cool, really cool. And it's like beautiful there. Beautiful. All the stars are, you know, buried there. We go and we realize her friends suck. Her friends suck. Like, they suck. Well, they just don't have anything interesting to say. Like, they just weren't very interesting people. Do you know what I mean? You know, we're just kind of realizing, okay, whatever. Like, these people are not our friends. We don't really give a what's going on. So, we're just going to have fun and just enjoy ourselves. Well, E starts getting all jealous and possessive. Like, act like we're on a date. I brought you here. And she was acting that way around Sydney. She's like, come sit over here by me. Like, trying to tear me away from Sydney. I'm like, you come over here. Right. Like, dude, don't be weird. And plus, it just rubbed me wrong. Like, don't try to compete with my daughter. And that's what was going on. You know, you're not going to win. You can't compete with her. You know what I mean? Yeah, so it was just weird. Like, she just did that kind of thing all night. And then at one point, she started crying and pouting and stormed off. And when she stormed off, Sydney and I were like, we don't really care about this movie. Let's get the out of here. And so really quietly, like we just start putting all of our, you know, all of our food and into the picnic basket. And then we start taking the blanket around us, and we, like, as we're still sitting, we're gathering all the corners, and we have it all planned out. Okay, you grab the blanket and the tarp. all grab the purse and the picnic basket, and then we book it, and we're going to book it that way. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. We're up and booking it through this huge crowd with hundreds of people. I mean, this is LA. This is like the thing that they come to do. They only do this once a week. There was a line out the gates for 4 hours before the gates opened up. I mean, it's like ridiculous. We get up in the middle of all these people and have to walk in between all these people and in front of all of these people, and we go, and then we start talking about her. Like, that was ridiculous. That was insane. Why would she even think she can do that? And I'm done. And that was so immature. And she pops out. She says, I'm right here. We're in the middle of a cemetery, dude. A cemetery. So I laugh, and we realize we're going the wrong way anyway. And we turn around and start heading the other way. We're trying to find our Uber car and which direction. I can't figure out which direction. You know, we're in the middle. I don't know where we are. There's a lot of acres. We walked a long way to get in there. Oh my God. So then she shows up again behind us. Sydney looks over her shoulder. There she was. And the first time when she came and walked beside me, I was like, do not touch me. Because it just was weird. Like, everything was weird. Why am I, dating these people and they seem fine, and then I get kind of hooked on them, and then they're psycho? No, I think these last 3 were really crazy. I don't think I made them crazy. I think they really were crazy. I really do. Do I make them crazy? Maybe. Now, I think the older you get, the single ones are going to be a little crazy. Nobody wanted them. Well, they were young. This one was only 28. I've had some really crazy experiences, and I wouldn't trade them for the world. I'll take risks that most people never would. Gets me in trouble, though. I don't really care. No. After I fooled around? No. Just wasn't that interesting. I walked up. See? I know. Get what you want and then walk away. Oh my God. Oh, Southern Baptist. Lord Jesus, save us all. There's nothing worse than Southern Baptist. I'm not kidding you. There's nothing worse than Southern Baptist. Nothing. What I was doing, the charismatic evangelicals, they're a pretty close second. They're pretty crazy, yeah. Taking everything literally. Southern Baptists are the most judgmental, conservative, high and mighty, think they're right, anti-choice, anti-gay marriage. Everything that is a normal, moderate viewpoint that most of us sort of have nowadays, right? We support it. It's not even it's a no-brainer. Oh my God, the Southern Baptists are going to hold on until the last minute. She's got a really good chance then of coming out of it. Pisces are naturally spiritual people, so she's going to have a bent that way. So these kinds of conversations about God are going to interest her because that's just her makeup. The good news is most Pisces think more from the heart. She's going to question, well, why are some people going to hell? Well, that can't be right. Her Pisces will draw her into it, but I think it'll also draw her out. What you do with the child is you just say something like, some people think God's real and they try to make you think it is, but you have God inside of you. That's the real truth. Jesus on a cross, no. He didn't die for your sins. You don't have sins. You don't have any sins. You're a good person. You have to do little tiny things a lot, not one big conversation. Big conversations for children are not good. Having some religious exposure is not necessarily a bad thing. Religious exposure, though, should happen when they're old enough to be able to make their own decision and not be peer pressured and bullied into it, which is basically what happens to children. They get bullied by the pastor or by the Sunday school teacher in a nice, loving way. But when you're told that you're going to go to hell as a child, that's bullying. they're trying to like instill that this is the way and this is the only way and this is the truth and this is the only truth. So basically you just have to come through and just cast a little doubt. Like some people think they know the truth, like they think the Bible's true, but it's just a book. People make up books. Boom, done. She'll think about it, and maybe she'll come back to it and talk to you about it. That's a weird question to ask. Whatever the mother thinks of herself, the child starts thinking about herself. So my daughter, of course, was raised by a very confident woman, and Sydney doesn't really give a you know, she feels good in her skin, right? Like she was willing to plaster her picture all over everywhere. She's just very self-assured and confident. Well, a big part of that is because I always worked out and I always ate healthy and I felt good about myself. And she was in gymnastics and dance and, so she understood health and nutrition too. So she felt good about herself. Health and nutrition help us make it feel good about ourselves, right? So when you see it happen, and if it's in front of her children, pull her aside and say, you know that she's going to mirror whatever you say. She's going to feel the same way about herself that you feel about yourself, so you need to knock that off. Not say that in front of her and work on your own self-esteem and not pass it down to her. That is not what you should be saying to yourself in the mirror. You should be saying, look what a beautiful woman I am. And you don't want your daughter hearing that you think poorly of yourself, because she'll think poorly of herself. So knock that off. Sydney will do that to me, like if I'm beating myself up about something, whatever it is, she'll be like, no, don't say that. Like she'll catch me right away and I'll realize, oh my